guys!
So we're back with another bump date for you after skipping Tuesday's video because Ryan hasn't been feeling well this week. But today, yeah, you were feeling okay enough to sit down here and get this bump date.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing a little bit better today. I've been sort of flu-ish, and like I'd say I'm 50% of the way back, but I'm definitely good enough to read baby progress to you guys today.
So let's start.
So Little Bean is now about the size of a head of romaine lettuce.
Ooh.
Wonder how much time she will spend getting dressed. I just read them. She is probably rotating into the birthing position with her head down.
Well, we know that she's had her head down for a while now, but usually on the left side, like down on the lower left side of my belly. So I wonder if she is making her way down. She's definitely really big. So.
Yeah, you can just tell that she has less room to move around in there. Just the way the kicks feel, it's more these like the stretching of a limb or something moving across the belly than it is like those pops that we felt, I think, earlier on.
Exactly so.
Little Bean is now good enough at breathing that she is doing so rhythmically.
Okay, that's cool.
That's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
And she's now gotten so large that she is likely crowding your uterus.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
There it is, exactly.
She is crowding my uterus. I think she's running out of room herself. So she's like doing like alien movements, and it's really cool to watch, actually.
And remember, she's still putting on a half a pound a week.
I know.
Say 9 weeks last, 4.5 more pounds of crowding the uterus coming up still. She is now storing calcium and other nutrients that she needs, which will help her to do well outside of the womb.
Nice. So
that's pretty great. And last one here, guys. Her brain keeps building more and more nerve connections to help her think like Einstein.
Yay! She's a smart little one.
Yeah, we're gonna have a smart one.
So on to symptoms this week, guys. My very first one is that I'm feeling extremely hot. I've never felt so hot like this in my life. I think that
you've lived a pretty hot life too. You overheat.
I overheat usually. Like I'm very. It's funny because I have a very small comfort zone when it comes to temperature. I'm either too cold or too hot, always.
This big for real.
Whereas you're able to control your body temperature a little bit better than me.
On any other week except this week.
It's mid-May here in Brazil, which, you know, we're supposed to have more rain, cooler weather, a little bit of a break from the heat, but it's been so hot.
Yeah, this is supposed to be late fall in Brazil right now, just the way that the seasons are flipped, the calendar is flipped on end. So it should be getting a lot colder, and it's not. It's 88 degrees outside and sunny.
To be fair, we do live by the equator, so, you know, we don't have proper winter, but we do have a break, a relief from the heat here where we live in Recife, but it's just not, we're not getting it. Yeah, supposedly we do, but we're not getting it. And with my pregnancy advancing, you know, and me feeling heavier and bigger, I'm just extremely hot. I can't deal with the heat that has been happening right now. I'm just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, lots of time spent here under the AC. We'll turn the fan on. So we'll do all of these little things to try to make Priscilla more comfortable. Even if we're going to get out of the house, going to the mall where it's air conditioned, at least equals comfort. But yeah, there's not a lot of comfort to be found in the areas in between.
Yeah, so I've been feeling like I constantly live a wet life. I'm like sweaty. That's it. That's my state of being sweaty. Segueing from this heat that I'm feeling, that is this extreme heat, I am feeling even more swollen. So I think a lot of it has to do, of course, with being pregnant, you know, being 31 weeks pregnant, but also the heat. When you live in a hot climate, usually you retain more water, and this is exactly what is happening to me. I'm just like swollen, no more wedding band, had to be removed.
No, and it took some serious soaping to get that guy off.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a chain that I can, you know, just have my wedding band on the chain or something for through the rest of my pregnancy, but I haven't found it yet. So
no, and it was the right move to take it off.
I think so too.
You have been so swollen, and it was such a challenge already to get it off. Imagine had you waited a couple more weeks.
Yeah, and so many of you guys commented on our last bump date that, you know, people that you knew or even you yourself had to get it cut off. like your own wedding band, and I didn't want that to happen at all. So
yeah. So thank you guys for the advice. You got us moving
for sure. And the last symptom for this week, guys, is that I had a red rash across my chest and the lower part of my belly. This has been happening since, I think, for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And it started on my chest like red patches almost. I didn't really pay attention in the beginning because it was just like one and then another one, and then, you know, a bunch came, like some came
They look
along.
like dry skin, you know, like the sorts of red patches that a person might get in the wintertime in a really dry climate. Yeah, they just... And you've been feeling so dry across your chest anyway.
Right.
So
and
I thought they were related.
Yeah, so did I. And then they were a little bit itchy. Then after that, I started getting a rash on the lower part of my belly. That was really itchy. And that started worrying me. And then we reached out to our OB, you know, to let her know what was happening. And she recommended that I went to see a dermatologist to take a better look and see how, you know, what really those rashes were, because they looked relatable, but we weren't sure. And obviously we read online a lot and we did some research, and we initially thought was PUPS, P-U-P-P-S, which is a common rash, you know, on the 3rd trimester of pregnancy that pregnant women get. And they are usually quite itchy on the same region, like chest area and belly area. And they usually come before stretch marks. So
yeah, well, this helped a lot.
Yeah, so we went to see a dermatologist. She took a look at me, and her assessment was that the rashes were actually heat related, which makes total sense. And she prescribed this ointment right here, which is something that I'm using twice a week. And the rash, guys, so much better. There's no comparison how it was from last week to this week, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's almost gone away entirely. So yeah, I think it's good to know that it's just heat related, and that, you know, it wasn't indicative of something more, you know, something more complicated. But yeah, I'm glad that you're not feeling so good.
I know,
anymore, you know?
And last week she also said, because we saw her last Friday, and today is, as we record this, today's Tuesday. She said that if it didn't improve within a week, for me to go back and see her again, but definitely the improvement is incredible.
Yeah, so. And we don't think we need to follow up with that next appointment, which is pretty great.
So pretty good.
So next up, guys, is food cravings and aversions.
Yeah, and this week, not a lot of food cravings or aversions. I did want gnocchi still, and we did get it for Mother's Day on Sunday, and that was great, so.
You needed it, you got it. And then as far as like aversions, none at all? Like, have you been craving anything more than that? No,
but yesterday I had a really hungry day, which was really odd because I am hungry, you know, but I'm not like starving anymore. Like, I've had moments throughout my pregnancy that I was just starving, I was eating everything, but I'm not feeling like that anymore. But yesterday, I just wanted to eat. I ate everything, and you were feeling so sick.
I wasn't eating anything at all.
And I was eating for the 2.
Absolutely made up for it, so thanks very much. I appreciate that.
I was eating for 3. So that was like a crazy day for eating. I had pretty much a big breakfast, a big lunch, and then I wanted to eat more lunch food, and then I wanted to eat. It was just like a day of eating yesterday.
I have to be honest too, I didn't even know this was going on. I think I was so delirious, and I slept so much yesterday. I had, every time you came back in with a plate of food, I probably thought it was the same plate of food.
Many plates of food. So that's it. I guess no more cravings than that, but like a hungry day. Today I'm back to normal. I'm not that starving. So.
Yeah, and it's all good. I mean, you just have to do what your body tells you to do.
So, cool moment of the week.
Cool moment of the week. I know what it is.
What is?
It's that Priscilla got to experience her very first Mother's Day on Mother's Day.
Yes.
And like a good husband, I remembered to say it. It was the second thing I said that morning to her. I was like, "Good morning, baby." And I was like, "Happy Mother's Day."
It is true. Well, I've been a pet's mother for many years.
This is true. This is true. We have a fur baby.
We do.
He's right back there.
Yeah. So, but it was very cool to actually celebrate Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is a very special and delicate date, I think, for couples who go through infertility. You know, watching other people going through Mother's Day and being able to celebrate it year after year after year, And you know, for us having the feeling of like when is it going to be our turn, it's been very hard. And this Mother's Day, I do want you guys to know that even though we are celebrating ourselves, and this is definitely our cool moment of the week, we did remember all of you guys who are still struggling.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
hard. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, we know how long it's taken us to get here where we are. We take nothing for granted. We know so many of you are still working hard to reach your goals, and we wish you, you know, on this Mother's Day week, nothing but the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, shall we take a look at the bump?
We should.
All right, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
There you go, 31 weeks of progress. We hope you enjoy it.
Yes, getting big, getting bigger, and even bigger by the week.
If you guys liked this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to leave us a lovely comment down low, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you back in our next video.
Bye!
Bye!